Ooh, What is up, Panther Nation, Pantherologists? Welcome back to yet another edition of the Pantherology live stream. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button. If you're just joining, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Clay. I am a Panthers content creator, also NFL content creator. This is the place for you to be if you are a fan of the Carolina Panthers. But if you like NFL content, or if you just like the content I put out there, this is just the best way to support, is just showing up, getting in the chat comment section. Feel free to do so. Feel free to do that. Also, make sure you just pound the like button. That's the best way you can help me out every single day. So I appreciate everyone joining. Before we get into today's video, also check out the link down in the description. Check out the Discord. Feel free to get into check out the Discord to come and join the Discord with the group with me. Also, you can follow me down there for Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I put my username down there. Also, if you guys want to be responsible, remember that I have a 125% bonus on BetUSA. If you use the link, you get a special offer as well with the promotion code Pantherology. So go check it out. The Discord's down there as well. My Twitter, TikTok, Instagram's in the description if you want to follow me there. And then, betusa.com. That's the sponsorship of today's live stream. Feel free to do so. Also, I have started up memberships. So if you want to become a member of the channel, I would love that as well. But you just being here, getting in the comment section. Do I take CashApp donations? Walt G, I do take CashApp donations. You can do that as well. There is my Cash App is down below, I think, in the description. So go check it out. That's just one way. If you're feeling generous to donate, it goes a long way. But all I ask simply is you don't even have to do that, Walgie. You just being here, simply showing your love and support's good by me. And just you pound the like button's perfect. So, all right, let's get right into it. So winners and losers so far, in my opinion, of the Carolina Panthers training camp. And so let's take a look at who did well, who's facing challenges during, the second week of training camp so far. And in my opinion, these guys are who it is, at least from what I've seen, what I'm hearing, everything. Winner number one, let's go over CJ Henderson, right? All right, so CJ Henderson. He, a cornerback for the Panther, the cornerback for the Panthers. He's making a comeback after a brief injury break. I feel like he's getting some guidance from some experienced leaders and is playing with more confidence now. I think the coaches believe he's on the right track to improve. And of course, for us not to pick up his fifth-year option, he kind of needs to, right? So for me, that's a winner in my book. Someone who is for us to not pick up his fifth-year option, and then for him to literally be stepping up his game and doing the things that he's doing in training camp right now is the stuff that you want to see in a guy that is didn't get his fifth-year option picked up. And I think that's kind of lit a fire under his ass, and which it should, right? So that's why I would consider him a winner in my book. So let's continue on let's go over to a loser, right? A loser in my book is Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith, a linebacker for the Panthers. Smith is having a tough time. The team has many options at this position. New additions like Deion Jones are pushing him down the list. So it's a bit disappointing for Smith, as he has showed promise before. He just hasn't seemed to live up to the hype. You know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is at the end of the day, right? I mean, there's not much we can do about it. There's not much he can do about it when we're signing guys. I mean, like I said before, with the whole signing of Deion Jones, and now you got Justin Houston. I even said it, we've got a great young core, but we need some veterans, and we need a guy that can really either boost up the young core by, giving them basically a lesson, like, teaching lesson, or we need a veteran guy that can still do everything. And it seems like Justin Houston was the guy, and I felt like we got a good deal on him. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, let's move on to the next one here. So another winner in my book is so we just went over the winners and losers. Now let's go over to the position battles so far that I felt like, or well, we haven't gone through all the winners and losers. Sorry. So we haven't gone through. So we went through CJ Henderson, Braden Smith. All right. So another winner in my book is Marquan McCall. He's a big guy in the middle of the defense. He fits well right in this new 3-4 scheme that we're running. His size and strength really helps the team. He's becoming more important and part of these plans for this defense. So he's a winner in my book. That's why I have him on this list here. As we move on, a loser in my book is YGM. I mean, Gross Matos wanted to be a starting outside linebacker. The team signed Justin Houston, which makes it harder for him. So now he's facing competition. So he needs to step up to prove himself. I mean, as simple as that. I mean, YGM, we've all been saying it for how long now about YGM, how we've been wanting him to step up, but he hasn't. It is what it is. And that's why we went out and got Justin Houston. So, you know, if you don't step up, you'll get replaced very easily, very, very easily. So it is what it is. Guys, if you're just joining, make sure you pound the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content. I appreciate everyone being here. Appreciate everyone showing your support, join the live stream, and just y'all pounding the like button is good enough for me. That's all I ask. So appreciate all of y'all. All right. So let's move on to the next person here that I have in the winners and losers. Terrace, last person actually, Terrace Marshall Jr. He's Marshall's has had a strong second week in training camp. He's using his skills and building a connection with the quarterback, and if he keeps it up, he could become the top option for the team. But right now, when we're talking about position battles, which we're getting into next, this is why I want to start with this, is because there's another guy I think is going to be the number one wide receiver at this point. I mean, training camp is moving fast, folks, and players are working hard to earn their spots on this team. And it's a mix of success and challenges, but everyone is pushing to make the Carolina Panthers even better for this upcoming season. So, and we all know we want that. All right. Let's move on to the next slide here. All right, position battle winners. Let's go over this real quick. So we're still obviously still in training camp. Got a lot going on. There's been a lot of position battles, in my opinion, that we've all been needed to take a closer look at. Tommy Tremble, among the tight ends, has made significant strides, in my opinion, from what I've seen. I mean, Hurst is definitely the main tight end. I feel that Tremble's improvement has caught the attention of fans and analysts like myself. I mean, he had a slow start, but Tremble, I feel like, has proven himself as the team's second tight end option and showing potential for increased targets and contributions. Now, he has made some strides today. There has been some news out there about him today. So yeah, I mean, some good stuff so far. Let's see here. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. So yeah, these are my position battles so far, winners. So I got Tommy Trimble. So Cade Mays. So the reason why I have Cade Mays is because with Austin Corbett's injury, I mean, he's the one who has to seize this opportunity at right guard. All right. Mays' progress and hard work throughout training camp has positioned him as a front runner for the starting role here. Okay. Despite competition from other players, Mays' development and dedication, I think, is going to make him a strong contender to maintain this position even when Corbett returns. So that's why I have him as one of the position winners. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. I'm dealing with some work stuff. I just closed a big deal for my company, so they're just trying to get something out of me. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was literally coming off. I was literally just getting out of a meeting, out of a deal. I just closed a $25,000 deal for the company that I work for. And then now and then they're just texting me. Uh, so just wanted to give you a heads up. I promise. Sorry about the. Okay, perfect. All right, cool beans. Sorry about that. All right, so now let's move on to the next guy, CJ Henderson, CB3. Okay, he's making a comeback. You know, he's faced some challenges last season. I feel like this coaching staff is finally seeing some confidence in him, and he's improved with the coaching. He's been a standout so far in camp. His resurgence has really solidified his place as this team's third cornerback option, in my opinion. He's demonstrating some growth and potential for more consistent performance. So I feel that with the fact that we didn't pick up his 5th-year option and all that, now we're seeing everything in training camp, and I think Evero has some involvement in this because of the way he coaches, and the way new coaching scheme is really panning out into CJ's wheelhouse. So that's why I've got him as a winner, and I'm glad to see it because we need somebody to step up and be that good rotational piece. And then let's move on to the last guy on this list here, DJ Chark, wide receiver 1, in my opinion. With DJ Moore's departure, I feel that DJ Chark has to step up as the key wide receiver options, or somebody has to. Whether it's Marshall, like we were talking about on the winners, because remember I did say he is a winner right now after week 2 of training camp. The way his performance, how he's performed in the week 2, he's definitely stepped it up compared to week 1. But right now, in my opinion, I feel that DJ Chark's the wide receiver number 1. He's just been the one who's been making the plays in camp, along with he's got a very unique skill set. I think he's positioned to be as our top pass catching target. Now I know he's had some injury concerns, which kind of concerns me a little bit, but he's so far seems to be fine, fully healthy, having an exceptional performance. He's building chemistry with Bryce. And fan support, I feel like, make him a promising choice to lead the wide receiver unit. So I think with witnessing these players really excel in their position for us, they're adding excitement to the team. The depth is there for this team as they prepare for this upcoming season. Just everything seems to be kind of falling in place as of right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this joint practice brings with the Jets, and then obviously Saturday with the preseason game going on. I really look forward to that. So appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content. Let's see here. Dude, you gotta be shitting me. All right. Let's move on to the next thing. What's up, Marcos Cash? Appreciate you joining. All right, last slide here. Key takeaways from Bryce Young in week 2 training camp. He's meeting challenges head on. He's relying on film study and sharpening his skills through these challenges. All right. So meeting those challenges head on, right? Young, I mean, the competition has got more intense. Defense has been stepping up and getting more intense and getting in his face. There were ups and downs throughout week 2. I feel like he's demonstrated some resilience, and he has the ability to move on from his mistakes, which is great to see. I felt that our defense really pushed him during week 2 of training camp. I think Young has composed some pretty impressive responses to those kinds of things, both with teammates and coaching staff. And he's mentally tough, man. And that's what you want to see in a quarterback, because you don't want to see him folding like a cheap tent. All right. You just don't. All right. As we move on, another thing is he's been relying on film study. Okay. That's a big quality that stands out to me about Bryce Young. His ability to really dissect game tape efficiently. He continues to lean on his skill during camp, but using film to analyze both his opponents and his own performance. Despite some struggles that he may have had, he was still sticking with his preparation methods. He was really emphasizing the importance of learning from each play and gradually improving it and making it better, right? And then another thing is, last but not least, sharpening his skills throughout challenges, all right? Young's progress is going to come with bumps, right? It's going to come with bumps in the road. That's what's going to happen with rookie quarterbacks. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. But if he remains focused, the growth will be exponential, okay? But so far, to me, his accuracy has been very, very solid in my eyes. He even has had adjustments in his timing with his fellow playmakers. Facing the Panthers' dynamic defense, really provides a valuable experience to this kid, right? You got to be preparing him for tougher challenges like the upcoming joint practices with the New York Jets. So, I think with Young still has much to learn and to develop, right? His dedication and approach have left a positive impression on his teammates, coaches, us fans, as he continues to adapt and learn from both success and setbacks. I feel that Young's journey through training camp will be a stepping stone toward his anticipation and his debut when the regular season comes around. So, yes. So, guys, my winners and losers from week 2 training camp: Marquand McCall, Darius Marshall Jr., wide receiver, CJ Henderson, Brandon Marshall, YGM, Brandon Marshall and YGM are my losers. CJ Henderson, Marquand McCall, and Terrace Marshall are my winners so far, week 2 training camp. So we're just talking about week 2, okay? Everything we're talking about right now is week 2. I will give a live update with today's training camp. But these are my week 2 winners and losers, which we went over. My position battle winner so far is Tommy Trimble at the tight end position, number 2. Cade Mays, right guard 1. CJ Henderson, CB3. And then, of course, DJ Chark, wide receiver 1. And then as we move on, these are the key takeaways of Bryce Young, week 2 of training camp. Meeting challenges head on, relying on his film study, and sharpening his skills through challenges. So those are my takeaways so far, Bryce Young from week 2 training camp. And all of these takes are from week 2. So, yeah. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's any news going on Twitter right now. I'd love to see if there's anything else going on. Maybe I can get some Let me see if I can get some press conferences on Twitter going on right now or anything like that. Apparently, okay, there is some stuff that is out right now, which I will definitely show you here in a second. Let's see. Hold on one second, guys. Let's see if I can share it. I'm gonna share my screen. What it do, fam? What's up, Black Cat Panther Podcast? Appreciate you joining. Let's see here. See what's going on Twitter right now. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody at a press conference. I know they officially signed him. What is this? Oh, I don't care about that. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing here. Apparently, Demir Bird's hamstring injury, guys, it's about 6 to 8 months. They're saying for it to be not which is not good to hear, which is unfortunate. 6 to 8 weeks time frame. Sorry, 6 to 8 weeks. I apologize. Not 6 to 8 months. I didn't know. That's my fault. Justin Houston is in the house there. He was signing autographs. He was alongside the field. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find any press conferences. I might be able to pull up some. Let me get over here real quick. Oh, there is some press conference, but it looks like I missed it, but I'm not sure who this is, who's coming up. Maybe it looks like it was a short press conference today. Let's see here. Come on. All right. Okay, get that. Love to see it. All right, let's see what we got here. So if you're just joining, these were my winners and losers of week 2 of training camp. This is my position battle so far. Tommy Trimble is definitely tight end number 2. Cade Mays definitely right guard number 1. CJ's definitely stepped it up in week 2 after coming off that injury, CB3. And DJ Chark, wide receiver 1. Then key takeaways of Bryce Young of week 2 training camp. Meeting challenges head on, relying on film studying and sharpening his skills. All right, I'm going to present Twitter to you. See what we got. See if we can watch some of these press conferences. Let's see. These are messages. Okay, let's go to my profile here. See what we got. I just had the press conference up, actually, so give me 1 second here.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. The older you get, the more you have to do. And it's not really working out. It's more like rehab stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really get a true break in the offseason. Like, I go right to maintenance, take care of my body, building my body back up, doing little stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing, to stay on top of it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see who's step.
Is what we're all about.
Okay.
Get together. Day. Be able to get the guys from Daniel High School out here and be able to get together and have a co-practice with them. That was kind of fun and unique. So I'll open it up from there.
Right. What does Justin Houston bring you guys?
Really excited to have Justin. You know, Justin is to add to that group. That group has been really good in camp. I feel like the development of that group has been outstanding. And now to get to add Justin to the group is a big deal. He's a physical specimen. He's an incredibly smart football player. He's a leader. He's the ultimate competitor. You know, I was with Justin in Indy, and I'm close with Justin. So this is firsthand personal knowledge of a guy who he's what we're all about. Like a lot of these guys in this locker room. So we're trying to continue to add to that culture, and he's perfect for that. And on top of that, he's a great player. He'll be a rotational player. You know, I mean, like, hey, listen, I have no doubt, knowing him the way that I do, that if we wanted to play him 60 plays a game, he'd be up for the task. But that won't be likely. It's a long season, and so we'll talk with the Jero, and we'll have a plan to kind of rotate him in, get the right amount of snaps that we want for him, and really, ideally, you want to be able to rotate your guys up front anyway.
You talked about wanting 4 guys, like 4 main rushers during the offseason. How does he complement, maybe not just Brian, but Marquise and some of the other guys?
Yeah. I mean, obviously his production, needs no, I mean.
What's up, NFL kid?
And he's been productive in multiple ways. So one of the things that I know about Justin is he's not only a great player, but he's a great teammate and a great mentor. He loves, he kind of loves sharing his experience and helping the younger guys. So that's a big deal because we got some young guys who we're really excited about. And so bringing Justin into the mix to
saying,
do what he's going to do on the
that's
field.
the reason why we signed him.
Guys around, that's important to us.
It wasn't just because he's a physical specimen. It's the fact that he loves coaching up others.
Well, I'll let him kind of spell that out for you. But literally, like with that D line, you'd see him every day after practice, staying out with young guys, talking to them all the time. Just loves talking football, loves talking pass rush, playing defense. He's all in.
For the joint practices tomorrow, what was the goal coming in today that you thought you accomplished it?
We talked about, last week we had the final 2 practices last week were both in pads. Then we had an off day, and now joint practice tomorrow. So today could have been a trap day, where you're just kind of mentally taking a day off. So I thought the guys came out. I thought this was one of our better practices, both on defense and offense and special teams. I thought in all 3 phases we were sharp, we were crisp, good preparation for the joint practices.
Frank, the progression of the tight ends and the passing game, we talked about that at the beginning of camp. What have you seen from all 3 of your main pass catchers, as well as Sullivan, and that rotation there?
I love that room. I've said that from day one in the offseason. Tommy had a great catch out here today. Sully's looked good. Ian's, I'm just telling everybody looks at Ian as the Y blocking tight end, but that guy he's more than that. And then, of course, we got our guy. And so that combination of the 4 is a good deal. They all have different traits. Like I said, we see Hayden as kind of the all-purpose guy. He can do everything, but they each add to the mix.
Frank, when you guys were kind of designing what you wanted the passing game to look like, does Hayden almost become like that number 1 receiver since there's not that quote-unquote true number 1 among this group?
Yeah, so Darren, that's well said. And here's how. But here, and I would even add this to what you're saying. We really design it so that we have a different number 1 receiver on every play. That's not just number 1 in the progression, which that you would say, duh, everybody does that. But like, we're gonna really move guys around to put them. So some guys have a special. I think everybody's got a superpower, right? We always say, hey, what's your superpower? And put guys in position to use their superpower. Maybe they can't, maybe there's 1 or 2 routes that they run better or just have a better feel or instinct for. So let's put him in position to run that, use that superpower on that route, on that play. He's our number 1 receiver. On this one, it's Hayden, and mix it up like that.
Back to the outside linebackers.
I mean, everybody's going to eat. I mean, we have so much depth at this position. So we have so much depth at the wide receiver position. Like I keep telling everybody, like everybody's going to eat. There might not even be a true number 1. Like, I mean, right now, Terrace Marshall's finally stepping up, finally doing what we've been asking him to do since he's, getting here and stepping up in training camp. He's finally, making that, some action. But, DJ Chark right now to me seems like the true number 1, but I feel like everybody's just going to eat because if we're going to be such an aggressive offense, we're going to be passing the ball around to everyone.
96 for the Jets, but they had Lamar Latham, Kevin Green here, pretty good tandem. I mean, with Burns, Houston, to remind you, maybe how good this.
I just think I think Justin is going to compliment.
I'm going to do my homework later on this afternoon, and I'll be live again, probably around 5:30 again, to go over today's training camp.
or have plus those young guys. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. I think Justin is going to come in and make a big impact, and he's going to really complement Brian in a great way. Justin has great speed to power. He's got a great counter moves. He can beat you
He's
multiple
only
ways.
got one move.
But in this league, speed to power wins. In this league, speed to power wins. You want to look at sack production, you got to have a speed to power move, and that's been Justin's forte his whole career. So he can do more than that, but that really complements Burns because Burns has that elite off the edge, right? And there's only a handful of guys that have that. Brian has that. Okay, Justin complements that on the other side with elite speed to power.
Process, taking a break late in practice, coming over, your guys watching Daniel, kind of maybe rekindling some of those memories of when it was them, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. It's not my idea, I'll admit, but the team did it. They did it last year in camp, and everyone just raved about how fun that was. And so, want to keep that tradition alive. I would imagine this will be a tradition, that we'll keep going. The guys are into it. Gives us a little break. Watching high school football is a pretty fun deal.
You've had three speed size guys in Chart, Marshall, and Mingo. How much does that help you from a creativity standpoint with moving those guys all around?
Yeah, it helps a lot because they're all, like you said, speed and size players, but they all have different, kind of things that they do well. And so, I mean, listen, at this league, everybody can do everything well. But like we're talking about, do something at elite level because that's what it takes to win. So that's what we'll try to do. And then we'll try to continue to build their game. Like with Mingo as a young player, say, okay, he runs these 3 routes really well. And then you continue to build the other ones, get him experience and expand his game. I just think that'll be the plan going forward.
Really nice sidearm play. He does all the time. But, you got a guy coming in tomorrow who's pretty good at different arm angles. Any similarities in just the way Bryce uses arm angles and footwork compared to what
I do think there's similarities. You don't like to compare in this business, and obviously Aaron Rodgers is in the league of, Bryce isn't ready to be mentioned in the same sentence as Aaron Rodgers. But the reality is he can do exactly what you said. Like the throw that you're talking about today, that's an elite throw, and how quick it gets out. That's the thing with Aaron. He not only can throw at all those arm angles, but the speed at which the ball gets out. There's a special skill set for that, and we believe Bryce has that same skill set.
When you and Jackson,
I had two unrelated, but wanted to know if you had any kind of telling stories about Justin off the field during your time with him, and then just wondered about it here.
Oh, I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad at those questions. But listen, this guy's a class act now. Great family. Great husband. His wife is amazing. He's just a team player. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just so thrilled that he's here. And the second question. Demir, yeah. So Demir's hamstring is pretty significant. It's pretty significant. So it's going to be a while. And, could require a procedure. So, we're continuing to get him evaluated, which is a shame because he was really looking good. Obviously, he's put himself in good position, but this was an unfortunate injury. I mean, it's I don't want to put a time frame on it. It's not season ending, but it's significant. Like it's more than a month. It's more 6-8 weeks. Like they're talking more something in that time frame. So, all right, thank you.
that sucks, man. See who comes up next.
How's it going?
Great. How you doing?
What's it like seeing, that former uniform, now from the perspective of what you've been through?
It's amazing just to see how far time has came, and we didn't have that, when I myself was in high school, but it just shows this is bigger than me. It just give inspiration to the high school guys, and it really hasn't set in that I'm playing back home. But today, just to see the guys, they looking up to me and the coaches that was with me that seen me grow to right now, man, it's amazing.
Did you tell them your story?
Not yet. I don't know. I don't know if we got all data for me to tell it. But I think pretty sure some of them know. But I'm an open book. Whoever wants to know how far what the grind was to get here, I'll tell it. But I'm not.
Sorry, guys. Shoot. I did not mean to do that.
Everybody know what Burns can do. They're gonna slide him.
Houston help.
Did you tell them your story?
Not yet. I don't know. I don't know if we got all data for me to tell it. But I think pretty sure some of them know. But I'm an open book. Whoever wants to know how far what the grind was to get here, I'll tell it. But I'm not just gonna throw it in your face and be like, hey, look at me. But nah. But yeah, if you want to know, I got an open door policy.
How much will Justin Houston help? I guess everybody can say.
Okay.
How much will Justin Houston help pretty much everybody on that front
Oh,
side?
a ton. He just the man had 9.5 sacks at 33. So sheesh. But just to have a guy that has that experience of playing at a high caliber player and the knowledge of the game, man, it's huge. He can groom guys like a U2 or so even myself. Everybody's learning, or a DB or Shy, Henry, just the whole line, man. Just having that X factor, that extra threat, guys, everybody know what Burns can do. They're gonna slide him, damn near triple team, double team. But now you got another guy on the edge. Now it's like picky poison. And then now us rushing together good on the inside, Wash giving us things. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You got to pick somebody who's going to double team and we're going to get home.
Talk about your relationship with, obviously, somebody very close to you, DeAndre Hopkins. You guys played together at Daniel, and then your Clemson days, and pushing each other a little bit in your youth. Talk about how far back that goes.
Yeah, we made a bond since rec. We was going to go to the same high school, same college, and make it out. And we did that. And, Shaq Lawson as well, and Jarvis Jenkins. So it's just not us two. We got 4 guys that made it out of that high school into the NFL. So a lot of people don't really know, and I think I want to shine the light on that because I think Daniel needs to be brought up upon of one of the high school that produced, I guess, the most NFL guys. So I think they need to get their just due on that.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing you would tell these Daniel players that you wish you had known at their age?
Sacrifice now, then later. Right now, you're a high school guy. You want to go hang out with your friends, do X, Y, and Z, but sacrifice. Dedicate yourself to if you really want to make it out.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do some homework for this afternoon's live stream. So I will be live here again today later on. I'm going to get some shorts out to you guys. And other than that, as always, guys, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button and just continue to show your support. I'm going to hop off of here and grab some lunch and get back to work and get ready for tonight's live stream. So appreciate everyone joining. I'm going to hop off. I will be back later on tonight. I'm going to work on some shorts in the meantime, and then I'll be back live again later on tonight going over today's training camp, and then we will go over some of the things I wanted to talk about. So I appreciate everyone joining, and yeah, keep pounding.